I think an obsession is a superpower. I think obsession is necessary in order to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. In every aspect of the saying, obsession is a good thing. You see, I don't really believe in the common term of balance. When it comes down to your life, you have three main areas that you should be chasing: wealth goals, health goals, and relationship goals. My aspect of balance is in my day-to-day, I make sure that I work on my health goals, my wealth goals, and my relationship goals. I get obsessed and addicted in seeing success in that area of my life. And there's gonna be a lot of sheep in this world that tell you that that's a bad thing. But a lot of the sheep that say that working too hard is a bad thing are also broke as fuck and not doing anything with their life. That is the mindset for me. I don't believe in this bitch made mentality of fucking balance, meaning you take every weekend off like a lot of you fucking sheep. That is not balance, that is laziness. You see, it's become common that people will tell you that you are working too much, take a break. You are working too much, you need a vacation. You are working too much, take a step back and do something else because of balance. What do you love doing? All right, I want you to think about that for a second. What do you love doing? What is something that you love above all else? It could be anything. It could be video games. It could be literally arts and crafts, maybe building shit in your garage. It could be working with your hands. It could be going on walks in nature. It could be photographing birds. What do you love doing? I want you to think about the thing that you love doing above all else. I want you to ask yourself, how much time have you actually dedicated to the thing that you love the most in the last 7 to 30 days? Actually let that sink in. You see, a lot of individuals, whether it's their full-time hobby or job, or it's their part-time hobby or job, don't actually put in the amount of time that they should be in order to turn that thing they love into their job or into their main source of income or into their career or into what they want to do. Now, you might say every day, but I'm also willing to bet that you have a cutoff during that day. You guys are in love with doing these things, but you have a cutoff on a daily basis. And what I mean by that is you'll work 4, 5, 6, 7 hours towards that thing. And usually when it's supposed to be time off time, where you stop working and go watch TV, stop working and go spend time with family, stop working and go hang out with the friends, stop working and go to the bar, you don't want to. You want to keep working. But every time you go to keep working, keep designing, keep grinding, you get called obsessed. And I'm sure everybody has felt this in some sort of way in their life when they're really trying to be successful at one certain craft. I think an obsession is a fucking superpower across the board. I think obsession is necessary in order to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. In every aspect of the saying, obsession is a fucking good thing. I think the word balance is overused by weak individuals who don't actually have passion in life. So instead of grinding towards something that they want to achieve, they embrace this common word balance so they can be lazy in their life. They only need to put in 5 to 6 to 8 hours of work a day, and then they can go sit on their fucking ass and watch TV and binge eat junk food. I truly believe that obsession is a fucking superpower. It will help you achieve everything you've ever wanted in life. Whether that's becoming the best parent you can be, or whether that's becoming a multi-billionaire. Obsession is the path to get there. You need to be obsessed with being the best. That's why I also talk about the fact that it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur or if you're a 9-to-5 employee sweeping the fucking floors, you should be obsessed with being the best in that fucking role. And that's why when I was an iron worker, even though when I was a shithead, I still tried my absolute fucking best every single time when I walked on that fucking work site. Every time. Because I wanted to be known as the best. I was obsessed with being that person. And it helped me in every area of my life. All right? Again, I do not believe in the common term of balance. I don't understand why people would stop doing something they love just because someone said you need balance in your life. I don't understand why you would stop working towards the thing that lights your soul on fire just because of the word balance. You're gonna stop doing what you love to just sit on the couch and do nothing. You're gonna stop doing what you love to go on a vacation to get away from what you love. You see, I don't really believe in the common term of balance. When it comes down to your life, you have three main areas that you should be chasing: wealth goals, health goals, and relationship goals. My aspect of balance is in my day-to-day, I make sure that I work on my health goals, my wealth goals, and my relationship goals. When it comes down to my health goals, I wake up at 3 a.m. every single day, work on my mindset for around 30 minutes, then I go to the gym and I grind for around an hour and a half. I've now added boxing in 3 times a week because I fucking love boxing. And then I go home, do a cold bath, cold shower, and get started with my fucking day. Then my wealth goals. I grind all fucking day for as long as I fucking need to until my work is done so I can push my financial state forward and give financial freedom to not only myself but my fucking family, because eventually I want to be able to leave behind a legacy for that baby boy that's screaming above my head in my office every single fucking day. And then my relationship goals. I make sure that I tell Julia that I love her every single fucking day. I'm trying my best to also give more to her, to try to clean up more around the house, to try to do little things for her, to show my fucking love. That is the fucking mindset for me. I don't believe in this bitch made mentality of fucking balance, meaning you take every weekend off like a lot of you fucking sheep. That is not balance, that is laziness. A lot of you guys need to understand this shit. A lot of you guys embrace a 9-to-5 mentality, and it's why you've never been able to get out of your 9-to-5. You only work from 9 to 5 every single day, Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends you do nothing other than binge eat, binge drink, and not fucking work on yourself. You need to get obsessed. And straight up, I don't give a shit what your family says. I don't care what your friends say. I don't give a shit what the TV says, your old teacher says, your surroundings say. You're allowed to grind as long as you fucking want on your goals, period. Fucking period. There's no such thing as working too much. And the reason why I believe that is because I don't believe or understand the common breakdown of balance, the common breakdown of working too much. But I do it anyways based off of my discipline, my daily habits, and my rituals. And I also always look back at my main goal. I look at my affirmations, I look at my gratefuls, I look at my mindset, I look at my journals, and I remember that this is my fucking passion. So why would I try to escape it? The people who usually tell you that you're working too hard, the people that usually tell you that obsession is a bad thing, the people that usually tell you you need balance in your life and that you should slow down are living average bitch-ass lives. Obsession is a fucking superpower. So if you want to spend 2 to 3 hours in the gym every single fucking day working towards your goals, do it. If you want to spend all night working on your side hustle so you can better your financial situation, do it. If you want to invest hours, days, weeks, months, years learning how to be better at what you fucking love, then do it. The only people that don't like the word obsession are the people that are weak-minded. Step into your power and lean into the shit that you love.
Enough is enough. I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be the fucking best at everything I did. I want to be remembered forever. And in order for that to happen, I realized I needed to act like it. Because being an average human being, being a sheep like the rest, isn't going to get me there. This is something you all need to understand. If you want to be the best in whatever you do, you got to start acting different than everybody else. If you want the nicest car, if you want to live in the nicest neighborhood, if you want the nicest clothes, the nicest jewelry, the nicest partner, the best of everything comes with a fucking price. It comes from grinding through those late nights. It comes from grinding through those early mornings. It comes from those exhausting days where every fucking fiber of your body is telling you to give up. If you want to separate yourself from other people in the world, you got to start acting differently. And it starts with taking responsibility for your life. You You see, every day you are presented with two paths. One path leads to your true potential. It leads to that first class ticket. It leads to that fancy car. It leads to that fancy house. It leads to those dreams you have every single night when you close your fucking eyes. And the other path is you staying the same. You see, most of you are stuck on the path of staying the same because you don't understand how to take responsibility for what is happening in your life. It's not that you don't want everything that comes with the path that leads to your true potential, but you are too hung up on blaming the past and the present. You are too hung up on blaming your mom for how she treated you when you were younger. You are too hung up on blaming your teachers for how they spoke to you. You're too hung up with anything that happened to you years ago. I'm not trying to discredit your pain, but you gotta let that go. And because of that, you aren't able to appreciate the strength and power you have today. You aren't able to step into that power because you are choosing to justify excuses every single time you open your fucking eyes. It's time to take responsibility. Understand that you are in control of how you feel every day, what you do every day, how you act every day. So don't get it twisted. The excuse that these outside sources control how you feel, what you do, and how you act is just a justification that has been drilled into your head since you were younger. Break out of it. Understand that we have the power to change our lives. Stop putting the power in other people's hands by blaming them for your current situation. Take that back. Choose to shift the trajectory of your life so you can live up to your true potential. The King Eric Thomas said it best. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Guess what? Beasts don't sleep in every day. They understand that they need to sacrifice sleep in order to be successful. Beasts don't binge watch Netflix. When they want to change their life, they utilize that time to take action. Beasts don't blame the past for where they are in the present. They utilize that pain as a f***ing lesson so they can see more success in the future. Embrace self-discipline. Stop trading short-term pleasure for long-term gains. Choose to make decisions that are going to benefit your life every day. Take control of your life so you can separate yourself from the masses. Choose to be the absolute best version of yourself and walk down the path that leads to you achieving your true potential. You got this. Let's go.
You see, the biggest excuse that I hear utilized on a daily basis is I don't have fucking time. People just live by this statement of not having time. I understand why you utilize it as a crutch. I understand why you utilize it as a reason or an excuse. But at the end of the day, you also need to realize that if you want to transform your life, if you don't like how you look in the mirror, if you don't like how your bank account looks, if you don't like the state of your relationship, you're going to have to make time to fix the situation. There's no other way to do it. There is 1,440 minutes in one day. Remember that number. For all of you guys that say you don't have fucking time, I want you to think about numbers for a second. There's 1,440 minutes in one day. Let's say you guys only waste 10 minutes a day scrolling on Instagram or watching shows. Well, 10 minutes times 365 days a year equals 3,650 minutes. Divided by 1,440, that gives you 2.5 days of wasted space. I think it would be safe to say that most people waste between 1 and 5 hours a day between scrolling on their phone, sitting on the toilet for too long, watching shows when they get home from work, scrolling on their phone while they're eating a meal, which makes their meal last an extra fucking 45 minutes. So let's average it out. Let's say you guys just waste 60 minutes a day. So 60 minutes times 365 days a year equals 21,900 minutes. Divided by 1,440, that is 15 extra days a year. And that's only an hour a day. I need you to make an internal fucking shift. And that shift needs to be you looking at yourself in the fucking eyes, either in your phone camera or in a mirror or in a reflection. You have to see yourself in the eyes, and you need to say personally to yourself, I will get out of my own way. That's the only way this shit's gonna work. There's 5 keys to becoming a master of your time. And the first one is understanding that clarity is power. How do we achieve clarity, and what does that mean? Well, Sundays is where I achieve my clarity, and that's because I use Sundays for goal setting. I set aside 1 hour every single Sunday to set my fucking goals, to dive into the most important things I need to do in order to achieve my dream life. I dive into my purpose, my vision, my actions, and more. It's a very simple framework called review and do. I sit down, I look at my goals, I look at what I wanted to achieve, I look at what I wanted to do for meals and workouts and water, and for Julia and for my baby and for Daniel and my businesses and my gym and for myself. I look at all the goals that I have, and then I ask myself, what did I do well? What did I not do well? How can I improve? Or how can I do it again? If you guys don't have clarity, you won't have power. The second key is organizing your priorities. If you want to become a master of your time, you need to make a list of the most important tasks that align with your goals that you set on Sunday, and then dive into them. This is where the gold is. Once you have clarity on your vision, you need to align your actions with that vision. Each week, we bring a different set of actions towards what we want to achieve. Imagine you're an evil genius in a movie, and you guys have your action item, the list. That's how you should think about your fitness goals, your business goals, your mindset goals, your social media goals, your relationship goals. Like, sit down and create your list. Make a list of all the most important things that you need to do, and then diligently take 1 step forward achieving those goals every single day. Mine are very simple. Wake up 3 a.m., do a cold shower, affirmations, gratefuls, meditation, 5% list, gym, cardio, content plan. This is how you guys start becoming a master of your fucking time. Make a list of all the most important things that you need to do throughout the week, then organize them based on the day, plan your week in advance on Sunday so you have clarity in your vision, and you've devised a game plan in order to achieve it. Number 3, combine that strategy with your morning to-do list. What you want to do is you want to set timers for all of your scheduled events, because all of these systems that I'm going to be breaking down today work in sync. They work in unison. They all work together to help you become a master of your time, help you stop saying the fucking statement of, I don't have time, that's why I'm fat, that's why I'm broke. No, you don't have time because you are lazy. And most people spend too much time doing little tasks. You're back from your regular job and you're at home, and you know you need to do laundry, you know you need to meal prep, you know you need to go to the gym, and you know you need to do something in order to start working on your passion so you can make more money and get out of your situation. 2 things you want to do. Number 1, set a timer for each of those tasks. And number 2, set an alarm that goes off 5 minutes before the task actually starts. Why? Because when you set a timer beforehand, you are prepared for the next thing. And when you set a timer / length of time that is dedicated to the task, you work 10 times harder. When I do a workout, I try to get my workout done in 50 to 65 minutes. I'm dedicated, my headphones are in, I'm not fucking talking to anybody, I am focused on the task at hand. Doesn't mean I don't like you if you're in the gym, it just means I got shit to do. Number 4 is utilize do not disturb and airplane mode. Focused work sessions. Because again, let's say you set a timer. You set a timer on your phone for 45 minutes, and during that 45 minutes, you're gonna get into the gym, you're gonna bust your ass, you're gonna work as hard as you can, and you're gonna crush that workout. But then what ends up happening? In between sets, you're scrolling. So you're doing all these things when you should be fucking training. I don't answer my fucking phone when I'm doing a certain job. I don't answer my texts, I don't answer my phone calls, I don't answer the Facebook messages I get, I don't answer any DMs, I don't scroll Instagram, I am focused on the fucking job at hand. And last but not least, this one's important. This one honestly kind of goes against a lot of the shit that I say, but I need you to understand it. The fifth thing that you need to do in order to become a master of your time is take time off. This is extremely important for individuals who also have significant others. Or you guys who say you experience burnout, or you're exhausted, or you're sick of working, or you can't stand what you're doing anymore. Building a successful online business or bettering your life in general takes time. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Understand that. You guys usually drastically overestimate what you can do in a year, but you drastically underestimate what you can do in 10 years. So learn that taking time off isn't the end of the world. There's gonna be two types of people that work on holidays or that operate on holidays. There's gonna be the people that get work done anyways, regardless of the fact that it says holiday on the calendar. And there's gonna be people that take time off because they wanted a break even though they're not working in the first place. If you're putting the work in, you're grinding 12 to 14 hours a day, you look fit as fuck, you're providing for your family, you're pulling in big money, you wanna take a day off, by all means. But if you're grinding, I'm gonna use quotes right now, you're not fit, you don't look good, you're not there for your family, you're really not making any fucking money, do you think you deserve a day off? The fifth point is take a day off. But I'm speaking to the individuals that are grinding their faces off right now. You guys have your life to build a successful business. You have your life to transform your situation. So as long as you are putting the fucking work in and day out, leaving everything on the table, 120%, then understand a day off on the weekend isn't gonna hurt you. Sundays are for goal setting. Set aside 2 hours on your Sunday for your goals so you can create clarity in what you need to achieve. Then make a plan of action. Make a list of the most important tasks that align with your goals so you can actually achieve them. Get work done in less time with intentional work sessions. Take back your mental space by setting timers and durations for all of your work sessions while on airplane and do not disturb mode. And the last but not least, number 5, set boundaries for your work time. Take time off, and when you are working, give 125%, 150%, 200% of your actual effort so you feel like you earned the time off. We're here to change the fucking narrative now. That's not gonna happen without hard work. That's not gonna happen with you consistently making excuses and justifications due to how your life currently looks. Responsibility is everything. Take responsibility, get out of your own fucking way, and step it the fuck up.
Today, we work. Today, we grind. Today, we stand the fuck up and we choose to become who we want to be in this world. To choose to achieve everything. To choose to chase our fucking goals and our dreams and our aspirations regardless of what's going on. You gotta become relentless. You gotta become unwavering, obsessed if you want to pass that test, if you want to achieve that goal, and if you want that thing to become your reality. Keep pushing, keep grinding, push through that noise, push through that pain, push through the resistance, and push through the fucking roadblocks. That feeling of wanting to quit, that feeling of wanting to throw in the towel, that feeling where every fiber of your being wants to give up is the test. The test to see if you actually want this shit. The test to see if you got what it takes to make the dream a reality. The test that so many others have fucking failed. You gotta make the choice to either quit and be like everyone else or keep pushing and separate yourself from the masses. Get the fuck up. You ain't quitting on me. You ain't quitting on yourself. You ain't quitting on your people. It ain't happening. Get up. I'm not gonna let you become like everybody else. I'm not gonna let you give up on this journey, and neither are you. You owe it to you to keep pushing. Get out of your fucking head and into your shoes. Get out of your head and take action. Scream, affirm who you are. I am unstoppable. I am unwavering. I am relentless. I am obsessed, and I will never quit until I make that thing my fucking reality. Nothing will stand in my way, and I don't care if the weight of all worlds is on my back. I will never kneel. I get it. I understand what you're going through. I understand what you're feeling. Day after day, week after week, month after month, it just feels like that weight on your shoulders, on your back, is just getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and it's not letting up. But I get it. You feel like you should be further along because you have been pushing and pushing and pushing without anything happening. You feel like you should already be there. You feel like you should have already succeeded in your venture. So it's super frustrating when you look up and you realize you've barely moved forward. Some might tell you that quitting isn't that bad and that you need to learn when to quit, but not today. In order to achieve the goal, the dream life, that next step, it's gonna take time. And when I say time, I don't mean a couple months. And I don't mean a couple days. When I'm talking about time, it might take decades for you to get to where you want to be. How badly do you want it? Are you in for this shit? Or are you just another person who likes to talk? But that's the reality of the life we live in. That's how this shit works. Achieving anything is gonna take time. It's harder than it looks when you start. It takes longer than you think it's going to. Just pivot the focus. Turn your eyes to something else. Distract your mind. Stop focusing on the pain and focus on other things. I don't care what the situation is, and I don't care how long you've been grinding. There is always a positive turn. There is always a different perspective that you can lean into that will distract you from that loud-ass voice telling you to quit. In order to become a diamond, not only do you gotta deal with immense pressure, but you gotta deal with immense heat, and you gotta get cut. You don't just wake up and decide to be a diamond. It's not like you just pull that rock out the fucking ground and it looks like the thing everybody wants. It's not like you just pull the rock out the ground and it doesn't have to go through anything to become great, to become beautiful. What you focus on will become your reality. If you are obsessing over how hard this journey is, it's never going to get easier. If you're obsessing about how long this is taking you, it's only going to take longer. And if you continue to think about the time and the pain and the frustration and the reasons why you haven't gotten to the goal yet, you're going to become like everybody else. Eventually, you are going to fall into the mold of society's standard, meaning the same as every person who's never gotten anywhere. Eventually, you're going to be defined as one of the normal masses who tried and gave the fuck up. So make the choice. You know, the choice to do the fucking work regardless of how you feel, regardless of how much time it's going to take to get there, and regardless of what is going on in your life. We all have that choice. We are all faced with the same choice every day. Wake up and remain the same, or do the things that are going to mold our future. That's it. You can complain, you can whine, you can get angry, fuck, you can even throw a tantrum, but that isn't going to change the situation in front of you. That's not going to magically make the goal become your reality. That's not going to magically make everything fall into your lap. The people who are on the podium laugh when you say quit. They spit when you say quit. They will fight and die before they give up on their dreams. Don't give up. Don't give in to the voices. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep grinding. You gotta get through this shit. Because the easy route is never the smartest. It never gets you to where you want to be, and it will always come with a consequence. It will never help you become the person you dream of being. It will never build you into the person that can handle more. Some of you might not align with that mindset. You might not have that in you. It's okay. Not everybody's meant to win. Not everybody's meant to be great. But I think you are.